Often when I talk to people, they say, so why'd you start Upgraded? Like, what was the impetus? So oddly enough, when I was 25, I had seemingly everything. I had a great job, great relationships, I was really fit, and yet I had no energy. And the struggle was so difficult because on the outside, it seemed like everything was working great, everything was fine, but I had debilitating fatigue. Like, can't focus, can't look at a spreadsheet, just all sorts of problems that I didn't have when I made it. I mean, I'd finished college a few years before as a chemical engineer. I was about to start helping people as a nutritionist at this point, and I was working full time and things were great, but I had no energy. And I knew that if I had this problem, so many other people would have this problem. And I knew if I could solve it, there would be tremendous value for people in this. And that idea, that momentum, that I wasn't just doing it for myself, I was doing it eventually for other people, was something that really, really drove what I did, drove the innovation, drove the, there's a lot of times as an entrepreneur, starting your own business, that things, gosh, it's difficult at times, very difficult. So it's very, emotional. Finally, I was able to solve these problems using this technology. For me, in particular, granted everyone's story will be different, I was so chronically deficient in electrolytes, primarily magnesium in my case, potassium to a lesser extent, but primarily magnesium, that as soon as I got my magnesium levels up, I felt 90% better. I was back. I could work 12 or 14-hour days every day and feel fine. I just had to continue supplementing and things were good. The change that made was so dramatic that it quite literally changed my life. It changed how I looked at nutrition. It changed a lot of things. So I'm just very happy that I'm able to share this in a format now and can offer products that have helped me so much in my journey. The story of Upgraded Formulas is something people ask me as the founder all the time. Why'd you start it? How are the products different? Why should I be taking it? Well, for far too long, your doctor, unfortunately, has not looked at your hair test, has not looked at your mineral status. These things are really important. They've probably looked at your blood before. Really, what you want to see is you want to see a full, complete picture of health. Nothing really does that better than hair. Now, our products also complement the hair tests really well, and I'll get to more of the story in a second, but really, as a chemical engineer and as a nutritionist, I was able to look at something I saw out there and that I was really dissatisfied with, which was basically just wasting, peeing out all the expensive products I was taking. And as an athlete, that affected performance, and I knew there had to be a better way. So I thought, okay, how do we make this measurable? How do we make the minerals absorb at a different level? So what we do is we apply nanotechnology to minerals. Why is this important? Well, it's important if you want to live an optimal lifestyle. It's important if you have chronic conditions and you want to recover from them. But there's no getting around giving your body what it needs.